Hello everyone. It's been a while. My appearance is a bit sporadic. My hoping to log on every day probably isn't gonna work as I hoped. Maybe I'll make like a weekly schedule that I can stick to. A few things have been done since I've last been on. We've upgraded our house a little, some decorations, me and my wife. Got some rugs. My wife even brought a cat over from another town who's currently missing. Made a bed for it too. Some more little decorations around, some nice little pictures. My little livestock is still running wild, roaming. Okay, not running wild. Our chickens are less invaded in our home now. We let them out of the house. We kept getting eggs all over the house. A lot of eggs. Yep. The newest thing we've done is we ventured out and made a conduit following a treasure map to get the sea item, Heart of the Sea. So now we can work down and make an underwater village. Or underwater, like fancy coral. We're gonna go get coral and decorate all this. It'll be all beautiful. We're still landscaping down under here. We can make a second conduit now. But one with that, with the massive range of like 96 blocks. It goes all the way to those pillars. Why, hello, Mr. Morning Trader. Just, swimming along. How you doing? And then I've done some work over here. You remember my tower? I've added a few more floors to it. You're about to see it. Poof. It's gotten taller. I may put some candles around it. Here we'll access the basement. I worked on connecting it to my underground village number 2. One that has no villagers yet. But I'm working on making it big, and I'm gonna find a way to kidnap some villagers and say, you're moving over here now. You're working over here. But that's later. This is where my tower started. I've recently made rails. I was gonna grab rails from the other house. Excuse me, a little bit of delay while I run back. Well, that was at the treasure house hut I was in. I meant to grab rails. So anyways, I hope you're all doing safe, staying inside, practicing your social distancing, and just having fun during this pandemic that we're still going through. We'll get through it. Just stay indoors. Go out only if you need to. And we'll get through it. That should be enough. So yeah. You're gonna see my quarries also expanded. Maybe I'll make some huts in there too and have a way for villagers to work there. It'll have everything that I try to put in it, from like trees to a garden to all the professional crafted items like the loom, crafting table. Okay, not the crafting table. Barrel for fishermen, for example. Things like that. Give them jobs. Give them a farmer. They'll have food, they'll have water, they'll be taken care of. They'll be happy. It's not like they're all being stranded to live underground like in a vault. Fallout series. The railway system that's being made. I gotta make redstone and powered rails. Because then I can transport stuff I mine in my quarry in treasured mine carts instead of having to run them all the way back and forth. Yeah, I got food already. This is my quarry. It's gotten bigger since I last saw it. You last saw it. I should have brought more food. I'll get some food at where I'm going. And we've been watching a series called Battlestar Galactica I've never seen before until like recently. And after watching so much of that, that obsidian in the distance keeps making me think of Cylons. Maybe I should put like a red block over there, you know, and it'll look like their little red eyes. You know, for fun. Even though I'm going to be mining that stuff as I keep going down. Yeah. Okay, I went past one point. And here is the way to my little big underground home. What's my underground home? We'll call it that. It's got trees, it's got food, it's got stone galore. Excuse me while I finish the mine. The rail. So yeah. I'll try not to be as sporadic. No promises. Maybe a weekly is more doable. But if you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Maybe I'll do some making of houses that you guys like to see, maybe. Like, if you want to see a house of birchwood, a house of different shapes. Or if you want me to, if you need anything you need help with, maybe I can help. I may not be a Minecraft expert, but I have been playing for quite a while and I do know pretty much the basics and quite a bit more. So if there's anything you're having trouble with, just ask. I'll try my best to answer. Working on a railroad going downtown. Something, something, something. Do, 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 do. Or maybe it's I've been working on, on the coal mine. Working on the railroad on the long night. Ah, there we go. I knew it was almost done it. I started making this last night. There we go. Railway complete. Just needs power for automated travel. And there it is. I can see a building in the distance. I'll come back. There's nether portal. It will take me to my tower. It's weird. It connects to the netherworld, but then if I walk back through it, it connects to the real world at my tower. So it's like a one-way trip. I shall demonstrate shortly. Or now. Because that's all I was showing for now. It was just a brief update. Let's go. Now come to the nether. Now let's walk right back through. And I'm in my tower. Well, it's a quick way up my tower. I just shot up like probably like 50 floors. And I've been building and building. Basically each floor will hold an item. That's sort of my plan. It's my treasure tower. Moving on up. Moving on up. Nope. Yep, I'm recording. And this is where I stopped. I think I'm above where phantoms spawn. So I can keep building and not be attacked by phantoms. Remember the time when phantoms were in the netherworld? That time I died in the previous recording? Yeah, I discovered that the portal here is at the height of which phantoms spawn at night. So they've been spawning in this tower and flying through the portal. So on days and nights where I don't sleep and I've just been sitting in my tower cooking or mining, and they've been spawning in the one by ones, flying into it. And the longer I spend not checking, the more phantoms are in it. So yeah, here's my tower. Oh, and for fun, oops, and for fun, let's see if I can find it. There it is. Whee! I might not make it this time. I did not make it this time. So close! I fell from a high place. I should go to bed. Time to get my stuff. A diving gone wrong. I see that creeper. I made a mess. I do not know how my pants ended up out in the ocean or pond. They somehow did. Maybe a little bit more height, not make that jump constantly, but the first time I did a jump, I made it, honest. Second time's not a charm.